the employees.
I'm a parent.
I'm a parent, and I got a child in the Stockton Unified School District. So don't sit there and say you're hearing it from the employees. You're hearing it from the parents too.
Could I just say something?
But I don't like to refer to you only hearing from employees. I'm a parent. I mentioned my daughter's school. I mention it, and I don't appreciate that.
Everyone who has come here.
Because you know what parents don't know. I told a parent across the street from my house, and they didn't even know because this got changed 3 times. 3 times. I had a parent that was going to come on Wednesday. Then I had to tell him it was Friday. Now it's Monday. Now tell me where is the communication for the parents? Because the parents don't know.
Okay, I would like to make a comment. I'm not only an elected school board member for Area 6, which includes Cazares High School, our largest high school population with the most issues. I am also a parent. My youngest just finished graduating from Franklin IB. My oldest went to Cazares when we were first getting it off the ground and still have not figured out how we're going to deal with security. I've been with that school volunteering and actively supporting it as a parent and as a community member since we got it up and running. I'm very close to the administrative team as well as a lot of the staff because they've been pulling for those kids, doing their best since we got it going. Having said all that, that community, we have a lot of concerns over safety, security, it has a high incident level. I was very pleased to see that last year, what we did as a security option, and that was a dialogue that occurred between the principal on site, Will Nelson, and our chief of police with tracking the incident. Why don't we try something? Because obviously having all those CSMs was not satisfactory. We had way too many incidents.
Okay.
I'm not done, so please let me speak. I'm also a parent in addition to a board member. Let's try having a police officer on site there full-time in addition to 6 CSMs, and they will work as a team. We saw tremendous gains in approaching it that way in the sense that our goal is to keep our kids in school. Our goal is to stop them from going into the juvie system and losing them. We saw a tremendous decrease in incidents reports. That officer was outstanding to the point that I, who live in the community around Rio Cazares and talk to my voters quite often, was hearing from foster parents and other parents and people that were part of neighborhood watches around Bush and around my neighborhood. Thank God you have an officer because that will make all the difference. And it did. It did. We saw it in the data, and it was presented at our town hall meetings, both the Cazares one as well as the Edison one. And I have to tell you, because in preparation for my town hall, I walked. Instead of Labor Day weekend, I walked to talk to my voters, going on every door, whether they were voters or not, just the fact that they lived in the community, to extend an invite to the town hall and ask them what's going on. I heard some of the most wonderful stories about it's the right thing to have an officer there, in addition to the CSMs. Not saying the CSMs don't play a role. We know they play a role. In fact, the sergeant, she's now a sergeant, but she was not when she was stationed there last year. She told me I couldn't have done and been as effective without those CSMs because it's the combination. It's a team, okay? That's what we needed at all our comprehensive high schools. Why? Because we're also part of a 3x3 committee with Stockton City, with the mayor, with city council members, with Stockton PD. And they told us exactly what was going on with their budget and their reductions, to the point that they can't even get out to my neighborhood when we have issues, and I've been robbed. And I'm not the only one in my neighborhood, okay? And there's no way they were going to be able to be taking care of our schools. Not only that, we could not afford that kind of coverage or service because it costs far more than our own PD. And from what I have seen of our PD, they get the job done with our kids because our goal is to try to keep our kids in school when possible. So the fact that we have staff people, both our PD and our CSMs and our CSAs, that can put the safety of the kids first, I'm all for that. I've been on the safety committee since I got on the board, and I've been superintendent was aware of that. I told the superintendent, bring us more officers for the comprehensive high schools and tell us what we have left in the budget for our CSNs and CSAs. It's the combination. He got that message. And I have no problem going publicly on record as a board member that totally advocated and supported that. And I stand by that. Why? Because I think that's where our kids need. You know, and are we saying we're not going to bring? No. That's why he reported at my town hall. We've got so much, $2.5 million basically to work with. So Tuesday night at the board meeting, we will be voting. And I can tell you, I'm going to vote. Yes, bring those positions back because we need those classified people coming back. And we need the team.